Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bosnia, this ongoing Crusader Kings 3 series here on the Lord Master channel. And as you can see, the woman in the middle, that's our newest Duchess / Ban of Bosnia, which her name is Nataša Tezalović, which she is the daughter of the now deceased Stana of Bosnia, and she lived a long life, and she was great, even though she was businesswoman first and intrigue second. And now, this woman, Nataša, she's all about intrigue. In fact, she's the master at it. Education-wise, not all the way, but from her experience, yes. And next to her, the old man's her husband, and this man here is the heir, but soon a new heir is to be decided when I will cast my vote of who gets to be the next Duchess or Duke or Ban of Bosnia. And the reason why she's dressed like this is because Nali, told her to keep wearing that, as well as these are not Byzantine clothes that she's wearing. These are actually commoner clothing of a Western origin, which kind of matches the colors, and it fits her, intrigue appearance, because she spent most of her young life as a spymaster, and now at age 47 she finally gets to rule Bosnia. And let's go to that right now. And plus, we want to start with something interesting here. Now we're here in Bosnia, still a vassal to the now enlarged Kingdom of Croatia, which I don't think Croatia is the most powerful European state. No. But it's getting there. If it can muster up most of its strength it recovers, even though we do provide some of that strength as well. But let me cast my vote. After some careful thinking before I hit record. Sure, I got my sons and daughters, but this is an unpopular choice, but it's politically important to me, and it's important to the Christiani faith. I will cast my vote for Duchess Nika of Dubrovnik. She's not the ruler of Dubrovnik. She is married to the Greek Duke of Dubrovnik. And since it's a matrilineal marriage, so children of a Tezalović Bosnian origin will get to have Dubrovnik. So, through her, even though she still has plenty of years to go, stewardship and bad skills all around, but to me it's politically important, because the Tezalović will inherit Dubrovnik, and then we may consider, bringing Dubrovnik and Raguza, the county itself, into Bosnia. And it would be under Christiani control, as this is a holy site for the Christiani faith, which would just give a little bit of diplomacy bonus, whereas for here in Visokki, it's just hostile county conversion speed. There is no way we're going to go up to Esztergom. And good luck trying to control Rome, or even Jerusalem. In fact, taking Rome, even though it does bring a bonus of stewardship, but development growth is rather important, because it's well established that here in this Christiani faith, this pastoral isolation thing lowers the development growth. Hence the reason why sometimes the Bosnian region could be viewed by our surrounding neighbors as a backwater country, of sorts, of how less developed it is compared to the other parts. Like, say, here, or the Dalmatian coast. Well, some are more better than others. But damn it, we're working hard. Plus, there's many other things. And since I've cast my vote on Nika, I'm sure many of them are going to be voting for others. Not her. Because reasons. Woman, too young, and trait differences. Unproven, spoiled woman. Spoiled? You call her spoiled? She's forgiving. She's virtuous. which is something that Bosnian rulers had lacked. Virtuous people. How dare you? I'm gonna make you vote for her. And I know one way how to do so. Gonna tell them to fabricate hooks. Both of you. Now we got 2 plots running. And this is in thanks due to her being... well, originally she was all the way a torturer. But I decided to reset the perks. And just picked up all the scheming related perks. And then I will go pick up a little bit of torture ones before I will switch to scholarship for cultural fascination, progress, and development reasons. There. So now, oh, and one more thing. There's this woman I found. She may be of a Bulgarian origin and a fornicator, but she's beautiful. And she's a bisexual. We don't know who the lover was, but she's in Barkma. I want her. Seduce her. Gregarious to psychos, but hey. And also, we know that Nataša's a bit hale, so it ups the attraction opinion a little. I just want her to have a lover. I mean, I got my husband. All I need is a lover. Because, you know, despite her younger years as a spymaster, when she was serving under Stana as Spymaster of Bosnia, too bad she never picked up a lover for herself. But be careful, because same-sex relations is shunned here. But it's as men with sodomite, traitor shunned. But what about for a woman? We don't know. As long as it remains a secret, of course. If it's found out, then I'd be a sinner. So there you have it. Fabricating for hooks, possibly, while I will seduce this beautiful Bulgarian woman. Just for the fun of it. And it's possibly a stress reducer. Get rid of that. And also, we are more than halfway to reaching reputable. And the time for Bosnian independence, I would say, it's going to have to wait a little longer. Not because of Croatia's potential strength when fully mobilized, but one, we're trying to get Ragusa, and I don't have in much a way of children that are more into martial. No. The only way for the possibility of Bosnian War of Independence can happen is if Bosnia will be led by a strong martial ruler. But that time has not come yet. Speaking of someone's time that has come, my husband, Zvonimir. He's dead. Well, time for somebody else. You'll do. A troubadour will soon be performing at Barca al-Maj. It would be a simple request to have a change of performance dedication to Edvopia, target of my affection. Let me see. She's a rational knave, so she's gregarious, patient, but deceitful. It will be a bold declaration to the lady. Analytic Villain. Hey, we think alike. Sorta. My agents have made contact with Stana, a servant in my castle, a servant in my vassal Countess Ressa's castle. With the right, she will start some whispers about Countess Ressa not nearly as dignified as she seems. What's the difference? Oh, success chance. You know, it's the right things to do. The guys, you see. Hope it's not detected by them. And I gotta get this bishop around. Thank you for your gift of music. The troubledore's performance greatly appreciated. I always knew you were a woman of impeccable taste. Obscure dynasty. Gonna need all that. Even though learning skill is terrible, but we can improve upon it in the future. And also, I plan on taking Pegania back, because it's the richest county in all of Bosnia. And it's also one of the most developed areas. What's the development growth like here in this capital? My brother Vlatko of Swabia is dead. 0.1? And that is the main reason why I've gone for coinage. It's for more development growth here in Bosnia. Lately, it feels like I've been constantly being directed by the vicious thoughts and erotic fantasies. Of all the hardships of my day-to-day life, it is all too easy to lose myself in daydreams and forget about reality. These desires are clearly interfering with my life, but what should I do about them? Catholic? Convert to my religious faith? No. How about a trip to the brothel? I mean, it's rakish, but a little more intrigue, less diplomacy, but the attraction of pain would be lowered, unfortunately, so... That's one of behavior, but they don't get the stress down a lot, but... I wonder what it means whenever I... 85% chance. At least we're budding interest. Just had a slight mental breakdown because, well, I ain't going to no men's brothel. Because here I come, boys. That ain't happening. Because it costs money. And I know where that money's going. The celebration's come to an end at Eden. The exhibit seems to be over. One of the guests suggested reading. A clerk soon arrives, wondering what the guests would like to hear. And I see my chance to impress her. Well... she's an odd one to think, so I think she would hear something entertaining. Riddle poems! The clerk reads for seems complete and engrossed. She later approaches me. Good choice, Nataša, she says and laughs. Well, that's great, wasn't it? Yeah, it's guaranteed now. Can't screw that one up. Like all Christiani, my vassal countess shares more with God and by extension, Dragonia. That shares with most mortals. If only could get the suffragan bishop to relay some of the Countess Reza's fears and plans to me. Let's take a walk. Almost there. And see if we can get strong hooks on these two, so we can guarantee for them to vote for Nika. You dare? Zahomian? That's a nationality. Remember, sister-in-law, married to my brother and friend, Ivan. Krishimir will be the Duke of Dalmatia one day. Although we could just easily kill her right now, but no. Don't rush it. We have other priorities here. Not that vengeful. Vengeful is a trait, and that's not one of them for me. In any other court. Well, it's a long way to sail from Pagania all the way to Varka. Came all this way for me, my beloved? After searching the hallways of the castle, climbed servants guarded avoid noise. I'd find Esmakea in secluded garden, She lights up as she sees me, and the sight of her lights me up in turn. The ratty blouse I donned soon lies forgotten on the floor. We spent the whole night making sure my journey was worth the effort. And I lose a little bit of stress because I'm rakish. For you, I would do this journey 100 times over. As I said, you're beautiful. Catches my eye. Even though you do have a bad reputation, but it's crime under orthodoxy, so I can't let you, be in prison, so come to Bosnia. You'll be safe here, my love. Please do. Now you are Christiani, where, yes, it's shunned around here to be a fornicator, which I don't know what you did in your past life, but it matters little here, because we don't imprison people for the choices they make in life, because it's all shunned. We don't throw people in prisons, except for murder, if it's deliberate. It's just to have another person around, as far as relationships are concerned. You got friends, you got a lover, and all that. Okay, get back to work. We got hooks to fabricate. Autonomous vassals, so that's the lowest crown authority for Korea. I've started a series of vicious rumors against Crusader. None of them are true, and so much of the crown was obviously as they are. What better way for that someone to have risen in their depth? I must stand up to this injustice. So I get a weak hook on her. Meanwhile, he has something to hide, it would seem. Lucky for me, I don't have to be quite as creative as how I get him in my grip. Strong hook. Blackmail, there we go. All I have to do is to let him know what I know. So we can use it with him over and over again. So don't use them yet. Because the heir of Bosnia is Nika, because the votes are divided. It's only a matter of time before they have children, and it'll be of our dynasty. And I remember down there, Avalonis. Betrothed to my son. Oh wow. Look at you. You're a bad boy. And soon we'll have children to be ruling not only Avalonis, but also Phrygia. Let the contract expire. So once they have children, then we get to have heirs of both Avalonis and Phrygia. Question is, who holds Phrygia? Ah, yes, her. Need to get rid of her. Shall be done. Shall be easy to eliminate. And I do not lose piety or clergy opinion from torturing or executing others. Good. Every nearly 2 years I pick up a perk. See if you could find any secrets on Batic. Times and people change. Sometimes those who are close seem to become strangers. Duchess Nataša, my friend Prokop smiles away sadly. For you to murder, I feel like there's no friendship left between us. But remember all the good times, Prince. And why are you dressed in Crusader armor? Are you going on a crusade? Is there a crusade? Oh, there is. There is a first crusade for Jerusalem against the Abbasids. But remember all the good times we had. Also, on this same day, I was about to say, make him become my best friend? Discover a random secret inside Rome. I like looking for secrets. And on this same day, we need those resources for the troops. If one small village in Rama has to starve, a heated argument between my counselors falls me out of the room. Countess Vitacha, the representative from Rama, greets me with tired eyes as I approach. Yes, encouraged developments. Even though here this decree will force them to leave you alone. I'm looking for the easy way out, and that is to find some secrets about this man. And, like, say, if he murdered somebody in the past, then I'd be happy to take it, because I don't want to just revoke immediately and grab it. That would be seen as tyranny. We don't want that yet. Also, how much? No, sway. Oh, and, Yelena here, who's intelligent. How about you raise her? For me. It's just to up your opinion a bit. It'll go up in time. Alright. We'll get more levies and whatnot, and the taxes when the bishop, also known to the Bosnian church as a Jed, grandfather, if you want. No. Don't. Money's not going to that. This we need. Thoroughly informed. The serving staff of a court is conveniently overlooked as they overhear conversations. Clean up, move unnoticed through the hallways. This is also the case at my acquaintance Alexia's court, which presents an opportunity. Some will be convinced to let information slip to my agents. Informants could give me invaluable information, but there are also amateurs, and with all the risk that implies. For 5 years' time, in Phrygia. Stop the secrets. Support the scheme. Get this over with. For you? Well, you two aren't important, so I approve then. I didn't set that. He's going to endorse me soon enough. Yeah, in the future, we're going to build a bunch of cities and temples throughout Bosnia. One of my agents is preparing a special trip for young Alexia. The child trustee will be brought an enjoyable day in the forest. Alexia will unfortunately get lost and be impossible to find before nightfall. Oh, and she was so young too. A child lost in the forest. It happens tragically often. Alexia is dead. The search went longer the night before. It was called off and reconvened at dawn. It was only then that the body was found, bloodied, mangled, and torn after attack by some vicious, hungry beast. At least I hope it was the beast's doing. Thankfully, everyone agrees that it's a terrible tragedy. My involvement in the existence of any scheme remains unknown. And yet they say children are the future. Who runs Phrygia here? It's still her. Heir to the county of Duchess and Phrygia. Well, not for long once they have children. And yes, I've noticed that she converted to Orthodoxy, but they're still part of our dynasty, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what religion they worship. What matters is as long as it's in the family. And the Tezalović, and then when they become counts, countesses, dukes, duchesses, it will further increase the renown. That's all that matters here. We did our work. One of these days. When she turns 12, I'll figure out who to betroth to. And more to diplomacy. And I'm not going to be the kind of person like Stana who commissions epics. No, we got the renown gain where we wanted, but it'll increase over time. Holy War for Capua. A heresy? Oh, the duelists are back. For Capua. This area. Sellinism is returned. Even though we do border with them. I don't know why, but controlling Rome or the Christianity faith would do a lot of good. But that would be up to Croatia. If they allow us to take it for ourselves, even though we do not have the strength to take them on, but still, would be a nice one. Stepan. Stipe. What happened? What happened to your betrothed? What crime did she... Oh no. I mean, she's doing alright. She's focused on medicine. I mean, the patrol was approved, yes, but she's in prison. I hope they do not execute her. What she did was bad, but... Am I really that vengeful? It's kind of too bad. I wish there's an event where you can help somebody get out of prison. They have something like that in Crusader Kings 2. Not this one. Don't break that patrol boat. They are married officially. That's fine, but... Damn it. They can't have children. But she'll recover. Okay, they released her. But... her reputation is just... Get well soon, Nicolina. So that way, our Tezalović can have Avlonis and Phrygia. Now I'll be a little more dreadful. Drive into chaos. And then... Should I really go do that all the way? To Forever Infamous? Oh, let me see. I'm 51 years old. Oh, I would be in my 60s by the time I get to torturing. That's the reason why I only want to get a few. What do I get to change? Focus again? In a year's time. Okay. How about this? Pick up one more perk. In 2 years. Just for this? Then the scholarship. Gee, I don't know why, but... And I know it relates to Nicolina, what he just did. Oh, poor body, eh? It's kind of hard to abduct people in a foreign realm. If there's any rivals here in Bosnia, I would do that. I would love to torture the heck out of these people who done me wrong. Who done one another's wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, right, it's you too. Yet you ask me. How about name it after him? Alright, they started endorsing me, so we got more levies and a little more tax. But keep swaying him more. So that way I can revoke that man's title. He's a homosexual. I'm sure he's got a lover somewhere. Since we're not murdering or kidnapping anybody, look for more secrets if there is any out there at all. Hey, wait a minute. Get a hook on this bastard. Have a strong hook on him. So that way I have an excuse of why do I need Pagania? Yeah. Cracking my knuckles for this. Just want to take advantage of the economy, that's all. We only have one Duke, unfortunately. You know, Swabia doesn't belong to our dynasty anymore. Yeah, that's what happened, but soon we're gonna have Tezalović Dukes and Counts and Countesses in different parts of Byzantine Empire where it's a lot closer for connection reasons. No need for that. Exposed. But it's still a very good chance. That didn't work. He knows, but he doesn't know that I did it yet. Oh no, not now. I don't know where you got that great pox. Oh dear. Well, there goes our plan for getting both Avonus and Phrygia. But still, we're gonna get Dalmatia and Dubrovnik. Just the real big prizes. And don't forget Dukla too. Which we do have a child in. Yeah, they still said he's inheriting. Did love because male preference for the competition. Why doesn't she stand to inherit? It's not male only. We'll get a son, hopefully. Lowers the stress. My brother Count Duchess is a complicated man. Need to understand him well, as well as I'm possible if I'm convinced he'll take my side in any upcoming arguments. I'll soon uncover the truth of him, and you don't need to wait for long. People describe Count Duchess as both benevolent and spineless, which tells me more about the relationship to him more than anything else. Also, a curious number of people mention how often he laughs and talks about tax levels. I'm sure this information will be useful. Come on, hurry up. It's exposed, but it's only a matter of time before he finds out it's going to be me, and then that'll be the end of it. Fleeting gaze I received from my brother. Both mirrors taking on mystery of tone. The group of guests are approaching the corner. He has hit all evening, and the walls are hindering his escape. The poor man's never been good with people. I will distract converging guests. And you know, that was Count Duchess. So, quite interesting. And I lose a big amount of stress because I'm gregarious. And the rakish does add to the stress loss. His daughter. Guess the man's got no secrets. Should go on a pilgrimage soon. Let's raise a little bit more money. Is it over? We've lost. The Crusade's been lost for Jerusalem, so that hurts the fervor a bit. They're still around. We're still quite a long way there. And yes, we're falling behind on the tech here. That's the reason why need to have faster progress and development. No. Stop this nonsense. Here we go. Well, here's a weak hook on him. It's the best we could do. I was hoping to get a strong hook. Okay, so Listen here. He might accept. He will definitely accept. Yes, it's a tyrannical move, but at least there won't be a civil war. So there you have it. Pagania is ours again. Now get this under control. The wealthiest county in all of Bosnia. That is next to our capital. Buildings or just investing in order for it to make more tax in the future. That's what we're mainly trying to do here. So 1,000. Now here's what I want. Since we have a habit of doing a lot of intrigue, so anonymous reputation. And dread gain 20. May not sound much, but it goes a long way. So it does increase with the natural dread that I have, which is due to being dreadful, of course, which will keep everybody in mind. But I'm not very dreadful, nor extremist, so we don't need to do that. Now switch to scholarship, something that my mother, Stana, never finished. So I'll try to pick up as much perks as I can in this life. That's what I'm going to be sticking to it. Because we encourage the development growth here. With the scholarship focus, it's not much in the monthly development growth, but it's a start. Okay, which area is the least developed is the real question. Think! Okay, it's 13 here, 13 there, 12, 12, 13, 9, 10, 13. Okay, Vodicevo needs to be developed. It's the poorest area of Bosnia right now. At least that's to our standards. And just 13 days left too. So now it's up to 10. It'll go up to 11 in 5 years' time. It does pick up. Authority opinion from Duke Dana Vidin, I should say. Vidin. What's that area like? So large. Our merchant has sent me samples of seeds. Plants he claims are good for health and mind. I must admit I have little experience in nurturing plants. How hard could it be? I'll use these to start a private garden. Again, seeker of knowledge. Just for a little bit of learning. That doesn't hurt. Get well soon, son. I know whose hook I'm gonna... Well, I know which place I'm gonna fabricate. You gotta keep mumbling before you figure out what the hell you're trying to do or say. Get a strong hook on this man. We could use that to betroth matrimonially to Yelena. That's a big duchy. A neighboring one at that. Why is the primary her and not him? Is he a bastard? No, it's legit. What, do you operate on elective monarchy over there? It's agnotic cognatic. There's something screwy going around there. Whatever it is, I don't like it. Player heir divorce. Well, that's because he got great pox and the plan to get around backfired. So, sorry. You had to be that kind of guy to be lustful. You have to be the special kind of stupid. I don't know what girl you hooked up with that you kept it secret that probably gave you the lover's pox. You had to stick it in somebody else. Yeah, keep using that innuendo. I'll soon uncover the truth. He knows, but it matters little to me. So, people describe Don as both modest and imposed, which tells me more about the relationship to him than anything else. A curious number of people mention how often he narrows his eyes in consideration and talks about his favorite son. If I was callous, I would kill you. Just for that. You are a stain of the Tezalović family. But we've already established the dynasty in that area. Spotted. You can make him Orthodox. You can make him Hellenized to Greek, but it does not matter. It's our dynasty. And the rate of getting more renown will increase over time. We're just focusing on the here and now, and sometimes our neighbors. If we can get a strong hook on him, before he exposes that it's me all along. Is there someone better? No. My brother died from his wounds and I lost stress for some reason. And this is my nephew. Would it not be wonderful if Duke Don owed me, not out of fear but out of gratitude, if I, for example, were to save him from vicious bandits while he was out traveling? Indeed, vicious bandits, like the men currently waiting outside the castle gates. I would charge in with my guards at the last moment, drown him off, and leave down a life debt to me. That's it! Wake Hook! Well, give it a try. I don't think he'll like the suggestion I'm about to offer him. He will never accept this. No, never. Damn it! Well, try someone else then. Think of some other Dutch in either Bulgaria or Byzantium. Oh, I remember that failed attempt to get Savalonia. Gee, that's a long way down. Heir to the County of Phrygia. Don't know why I keep having interest in the Phrygia region. It's almost like I'm not really giving up on, the attentions. The war's declared. Tyranny. Otherwise, Croatia got Capu now? Yes. You're not the ruler yet. But still. That's what I'm abusing you to right now. Just to play it safe. Nika is rather important to me. I don't know what's going on with the Dubrovnik situation of why she's gonna get it and not him. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle with an aid of stone and glass. Even old women struggling with bad eyesight could read these. I highly doubt we could do anything with a hook, but I require your assistance. Strong hook. I don't know what the hell he's gonna do with that, honestly. The strong one. Well, there goes another old geezer. You. It doesn't have to be matrilineal at this point. Cultural fascination progress increased. So now it's going to take 15 years to get coinage. And then after that, I think I may have to go back and get barracks. This we can forget because I'm not interested in the York County claims, since we only care about Bosnia and Bosnia only. Swabian Catholic populists. Cultural differences, I see. Oh, by the way, I don't remember. Oh, yes, I'm in a council. I could see that. Spymaster. Can't be Archbishop, because it's not how the religion works. But the benefits of that is natural dread, hostile scheme, and all that. Not again, Prokop. Damn you. Now she knows too much. Because the Spymasters did a good job. In fact, both of them are exposed now. Save the money. Hang on. It's about to come up. Visions of the Divine. I beckon my bishop, Majid, grandfather, Bogisha, to join me in a circle of brass orbs and candles arranged on staves throughout the dark room. The incense coin in the air to ward off bad vapors, makes our eyes tear up a little time. This is how, through the corner of our eyes, we will spot the inscrutable form of angels. However, Bogisha soon takes pause. This feels wrong. These are divine beings, not meant for mortal eyes to see. My intentions are pure, I can assure you. Dismissed my reasons, damn it. Views me as impious, but it does not matter. She has something to hide. It seemed lucky for me don't have to be quite as creative how I get her in my grip. Strong hook. Gotcha. Now that Phrygian woman. Even though there's no ethnic Phrygians anymore in this time period, but still we're calling it by nationality because of the county she runs in. Strong hook. There. Now here's what I'm going to do with that. This child. Oh, she'll actually accept that regardless, but he's the heir to Phrygia, you know. But I'm going to make damn sure, alright? Because I don't trust. There'll be no one to stop us this time. Where are we at this point? I mean, no doubt, in either the end of Nataša's life or the beginning of the next, we will have reputable. But we're not ready for a possibility of a strong martial ruler. He could be it. Even though I would love to bring Ragusa into Bosnia as well. Is he a candidate, by any chance? Well, he's not here. Oh, this may sound like a stupid idea. I don't know. I don't think that's possible. It is possible! My idea of that is, hey, why don't we kidnap the boy, bring him to court as a recruitment, but I think he'll hate my guts regardless, this grandson here, and then, well, he gets to be educated. And don't be Hellenized. This is probably the dumbest thing I've ever thought of, but if she finds out about this, I mean, we do have an agent on board. Wait, no, troll. Kidnapping my grandson as a way of preventing him from being Orthodox and being Hellenized, and stay true to the Bosnian way. Do it! This is the dumbest thing I ever thought of. And I'm thinking about getting rid of him, because this is good enough set of children we got for this one area. But he's going to be hard to get rid of. Not if I have something to say about it. Okay, so... oh dear, what are you thinking? How much? Oh, 50. How generous. Is he considering for both? $85 is the max. Okay, you're reluctant. Fair enough. There are others. Sending you to find secrets. Get at least one. I cannot believe I'm going to go kidnap my own grandson as a way of bringing him to Bosnia. I'm not going to kill him. I'm not going to torture him because kinslaying is bad. No, this is just simply bringing you over here to... I just thought of something in my mind. Why don't we just put a hook on this mother and just use that to say, hey, I just want to, you know, educate him and all that. No. Just screw it. Anyways, what luck. My agents have discovered a way into the study where Duke Pedros keeps his drafted letters. All his messages are now mine to read. $2 years or 5 years? It was a lucky break, nothing more. Play it safe. So 85% is the max to abduct somebody. The clang of weapons and excited cheers draw me towards the corner. What is going on? I find 2 armored warriors engaged in a vigorous sparring match. Both of them have undoubtedly been tested on the field of battle. With the final reckless assault, one of the fighters disarmed the other. To my surprise, he kneels before and takes off the helmet. It's my marshal, but no. I dedicate this victory to you, Duchess Nataša, he says solemnly. Bringing you honor is my only desire. Well, you are the best commander that Bosnia has to offer, unfortunately, but you flatter me. I'll play nice. What are you doing? You're never going to give up that claim, do you? We helped you out once, and now you're going to do that again? Clearly, you've lost your marbles. Cannot believe what we're going to do. Because I kind of want to bring my grandson here to Bosnia, so he'll be eligible to be elected, because Marshal the man in charge of cleaning the clothes of Duke Petra's guards brought to me. No one will notice him tampering with our clothes. If something is distracted for the guards, watch out for me, lady. Hey, honestly, it's good enough. Just cut holes in their clothes in improper areas. And you've declared war for Serbia, Kingdom of Serbia, just to expand a little. Very well. And get out of my country. Drive them out. The bishop himself. Go ahead. I'll use that hook for the murder. Now it's gonna be. It would be good if we capture someone in battle. If not, then it's not. Damn, fighting wars these days are expensive. So we don't have Stana's wealth anymore. There you go again. I'm about to get rid of the Duke Petros. In which... Shit! Gets to inherit, not him. Well, this is where it's kind of interesting. But it's too bad that we can't bring him into court because unrelated child or is already cared for at court. See, that's the problem. Okay, we're gonna go with this plan anyway. Also, what the hell are you talking about? Duke Zvonimir is not the real father of Stepan. Well, if I decline, Count Dragoson disputed heritage secret. And you said who it is. Well, you're not going to get it out of me. Has revealed my secret to the world. Adulterer. Bull. That makes me a sinner now. So that's what Nataša's been doing in her younger years? I should have paid more attention to the secrets that I have besides the murders. And I look at Dragshan. Says, So now I'm an adulterer, which I want you to remind how in Christianity it operates. You think it would thinking that I should be in prison for this? No, it's shunned here. But what does my liege think? Well, you don't have the right to arrest me, honestly. And if you do indeed arrest me for my crimes, then you will pay dearly. And I will repent of my sins. But first, let's go ahead on this plot to murder. And then apparently we're going to abduct this soon-to-be... I mean, should we just delay it? Because I kind of want to bring him in first before we kill the man. Because abducting a... Hello, friend. And abducting the man himself, the boy himself, and we can't bring him into the court. Okay, we got two things going on here, so... My agents tell me that Vukat's planning to travel from Ragusa to Pomoria. I've arranged some brigands to intercept this little journey to make sure he arrives here instead. He will soon be at my mercy. A successful abduction will reveal my identity at Pomoria. Success! The brigands did their job admirably, and Vukat's is safely in my hands. Alright. This is a problem. Because I wanted to bring you here in court. Even though he knows my face now. I think we should just stop that murder because it ain't his fault. So I may want to drop that because I thought about killing them before I realized no, they switched primary heir to Vukat's, not Vitacha. He doesn't know that he's been abducted. At least, you know what? Drop that plot! Stop that. It's getting nonsensical now. Let him lose his claim. But I'll take good care of him, alright? Just bad I can't do a damn thing about him. Should fabricate a hook on him instead. So never mind what just had a change of heart suddenly. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching stars, I have seen my own eyes, I've only heard of before. Stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times. but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. If the ship does not improve, leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the ghosty to know. I'd like to have that piety back, so... You're right, I should focus on earthly matters. Thank you. Oh. Oh, it's this man. My purple turtle dove. What the hell's that supposed to mean? The marshal's kneeling in the dust before me. Oh, right hand above his heart. My only desire is to bring on others. Pray tell me how I'll prove my love for you. I want a preferred companion. It's been a long time since we had a pet. I thought long and hard, my dearest. And what else says he gently places the basket on my desk. Wouldn't be a perfect companion for such a clever and independent creature such as yourself. Then it be nothing will fit you better than a cat. He closed the blanket, the basket revealing a little kitten. It looks me up, yellow eyes and begins to bark. I'll take such care of you. Mike paused. So, as the cat rests on my lap, constantly purring and pondering what's right in it. Something historical, something rooted in his brown fur, something to describe the silly feeling experience when I scratch it behind you. Oh, I know. I will name him. And this is the reason why I just decided to go with the romance scheme he's trying to pet. I want to get a pet. That's all I actually wanted. Think. Machka, I believe that's the Bosnian word for cat. But that's just to think. Or just think of something rather silly. Okay. Right, again, I'm no good with trying to remember Bosnian names that would be good cat names in this area. And also it's a male cat that it's described here. Okay then. Oh, I got it. Why don't we just name it after, the first ruler of the damn series, Branimir. Named after the Great Raider. Also, cut it out. We're just fabricating the claim. Yeah, my husband is pissed at me. I guess he's aware. Hey. You're not going to get something out of me. Instead, I'm going to ask you something, what I want. That's what's going to happen. I make the rules around here. I'm the negotiator here. You don't. Because I need to get a hook on this man so I can raise this child and he will remain in prison. But don't let him stay for long because, I mean, it's her child too. So, make sure that his health doesn't deteriorate. I mean, I know he's under house arrest, but... I mean, martial education, yes, but I got people qualified for that. Well, meanwhile, I'll only be raising funds to go on this pilgrimage so I can stop being a sinner. Which, in that level of devotion, the Christianic clergy doesn't like me. The peasants in the county of Paganini are in good mood, the harvest is bountiful, roads are safe, and village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for their fortune and sent the delegation carrying gifts. Ah, don't alienate these people again, so just take the damn money. It's possible I may live up to 70, but we do have a child who will take the county of Duca. So that's secure now. Look, there's a reason why I'm hesitant about letting him rule Dubrovnik. Well, they turned him Orthodox. That's one thing. But there's more than that. More to it than that. What does? Well, we may get our answer soon because I need to... Translation. More than anything, my quest to be a learned woman is teaching me how much I do not yet know. What more? There must be so much knowledge that's been lost to the ages. As books fall apart or languages forgotten, perhaps I could contribute by making a new translation of one of the classic works. So what would I even translate? Take your pick. How about the Arithmetica and the commentaries of Diophantus? Whatever the hell that is, honestly. Although my learning skill is better. Okay, you've got Serbiu. All we need is I would fabricate a claim on it, go to war, and put a Tezalović in, then you got yourself a duke. Increased efficiency. I am having the notes for my translation of the Arithmetica. Read back to me when, my lady, please forgive me. Did you fall asleep? Heavens above, this classic piece is a piece of absolute drivel. It's science, not drivel, or whatever that is supposed to be. Nevertheless, I will force myself through it. I gain big stress. Let me pet my cat. It is time to take a deep breath to find my trusted four-legged companion, Branimir. Some people say cats are evil and selfish creatures, but no matter how tough life gets, I know he'll always be there for me. You have to be a Zoroastrian to be considering cats evil. I find Branimir asleep in my chambers. As I sit down, I'm greeted by a quiet and confused chirp. However, I start running my fingers through his brown fur as he quickly starts purring contentment, and the sound seems to relax my whole being. Thank you, my friend. Hey! They done took my daughter, and the child's gonna be born in prison. Well, Dubrovnik belonged to Cephalonia now. I failed to realize it because I thought it was an offensive weapon and it's defensive, but you know what I mean. Anyways, strong hook on it. Okay, here's what I want. I want this boy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do here. One, we can negotiate an alliance apparently. Well, anyways, offer ward, offer guardianship. Okay. Let's see. Who's the guy with the marsh? Do they both live in Ragusa? Okay. I see what's going on here. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm the negotiator here. You sit down and shut up, Petros, and listen to me. Pay the ransom, which he'll accept, no doubt. Step 1. My coy daughter, Nika, has been released from imprisonment. at the hands of Duke Alexios and wants imprisonment's cruelty. Those bastards kicked you out of there! We're never gonna get Ragusa! They appointed a new man there. And we can't fight against Byzantine Empire because... Well, never mind then. I mean, would you like to come to court? Better question is, can you bring you and your whole family to court? No, it's just you. Well, all this plan's gone to heck. Well, anyways, can we vote for him now? Since he no longer runs the country? Or is the heir too? No? Well, that backfired. One would think we should have intervened in that war, but now we gotta deal with them running this new area. So, here's what we know. Yeah, it's gonna take too long down the line. The only way to get Ragusa is just fabricate the claim. I guess Intrigue isn't gonna work anymore. But they are unlanded. They've been taken there. Would you like to come back? Actually, you can bring the whole family over, actually. There we go. Sorry about this misunderstanding, but, move him to Guardian. So, he's no longer a priority. Since you're Marshal Tensive, make sure that he's Christiani. So is he eligible to be elected? Is Bukats? No, not eligible. They don't do that for grandsons, right? Close family? They do include grandsons. Anyways, my translation of Arithmetica is coming along, but one section in the version I'm copying from gives me pause. My scribe says the words on the page is will to fate and the spirits rising edges of the hunt. That cannot be right, can it? Help. Bogomil. I can call for something more fitting. Improved significantly. Thank you. Sucker. So we could forget about the former ruler of Ragusa. But we brought you here now. Taught by a guardian and hope you become Christiani. Not Orthodox. I would switch my vote for this young boy. If that's even possible. Because he's here now, but I guess he's not a candidate because reasons. And there is no restriction in ages. The constant effort to translate the Arithmetica is tiring. The relentless focus, understanding, and creativity requires drains me, so I move ever closer to its completion. Just a few more pages tonight, and a few more in the morning. Claimants. Wait a minute, you don't have a claimant on Bosnia, do you? Or anything for that matter. But you are my grandson. Matrilineal and all that. Your gentle heart is a balm for my weary soul, and I really want to be comforted by you. That I may know how you smell. You and I belong together. That sounds like an insult to me, but he's my marshal and he's terrified of me. Keep going. trying to raise his voice. Again, sorry for the misunderstanding. It's just, we brought you here. You're part of the family, but I guess we can't bring you in as a candidate, so it has to be Nika. Can't be my grandchildren. It doesn't say. So I'd have to vote for her. And then subsequently vote for Bukats. Because I believe he is. What's going on in Dalmatia, by the way? Is everything secure there? She's kind of a drunk. Kresimir, even though Orthodox, but we're gonna get Dalmatia soon. And Dukla, despite all that. Dukla's secure. You got it. But not Ragusa. My Chancellor Countess Vitacha approaches me, rage in her eyes, a pat her hand, held by the scruff of its neck, and she thrusts the cat in my face as I see that's my dear Branimir. I found this little monster among my things. One wasn't scratched to bits, was covered in piss. He is just a cat. Well, time to go on a pilgrimage. I feel like I've been here long enough because I just want to get the hell out of this country. I'm going to be the first Christian to Jerusalem. As I prepare for my journey, I know that I will travel safely under the protection of God. My destination lies far from home, but in service to heaven, even my own realm must wait. It's time to depart, I don't want to be a sinner anymore. Based on what they say about me, seeking forgiveness, to go to the holiest of holies. Quite possibly going to be the first Bosnian to go to Jerusalem. As my party prepares to break camp, I notice a massive commotion nearby. A naked man has climbed on top of the large rock and preached to assemble calm. The original sin still stains our souls, my friends, but that need not be so. If we shed our garbs, we can recover the lost innocence of Adam and Eve. Then, and only then, the Holy Spirit will see fit to touch us and show us God's true love. Who are you? A Bosnian Adamite who practically lost his mind. Is he a lunatic? A mystic? Oh, that's doubly unfortunate. Well, I'm looking for a learning lifestyle. Hey, Bogomil. Alright, you idiot. Challenging him to a theological debate. I convinced the preacher of his folly, so he's joined the court, and subsequently converted to Christian, as proper. And I thought he was a damn fool, but hey, it helps. And that's how I became no longer a sinner. Maybe the Lord must have sent him my way. As my party passed through a small town, I noticed a throng of people filling the market square. At the center, the man stands on an overturned fish cart, shouting wildly at all those who listen. Oh, here we go again. The day of judgment is nigh. Repent, repent, I say, or you shall be damned for all eternity. The worried-looking townsfolk nervously whispered to each other, fearful the doomsayer's words. Another Bosnian, but he's a Christian. I'm sure glad this pilgrimage come with an indulgence. I don't need the piety. This is just to get out of the sinner part. My translation of the Rhythmica finally stands complete. My words rest beautifully on illuminated pages, all protected by a lavish cover. as befits the work's importance. The tome has taken a proud place in my library, and every ghost who reads is mightily impressed by my efforts, some already speaking of making copies of their own. This effort taught me so much. Accomplished translator for 10 years, got a perk. There you have it. Yes. This'll do. Yeah, well, I'll try to be a scholar all the way. Maybe. Unless I were to switch now and just focus on wealth, because the economy is the drizzling. What's the development like over in Bosnia? 11. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. No other city in the world has the history quite like Jerusalem. In addition to many other holy sites, the city contains the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the combined palaces where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Standing outside the Temple Mount, a hand on the western wall, I find myself reflecting on everything that happened on my journey to this city of legend. I've walked the holy path. Now I've truly redeemed myself, despite the fact that the stain of adultery will never leave me. And to wonder how my king could have imprisoned me any time, but he's my friend. He understands what I've been going through. My journey has been a long one, but I've finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the Ghosti and Jedi treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy woman. They insist something changed about me, where I could see myself or not. It's good to be home. Let's pick up one more perk. I may switch to focus, focus at all. Even though it adds development growth, and I kind of want to add more development here. Dobromir of Romania, Tuscany. Nine years. Surprised none of these two got, exposed, so I may have to get that. 9 years old. Is he eligible to be elected? It doesn't look like it. It's still 15, it says. Hey, Bukats, your father, we know he's in Cephalonia, former Duke of, Dubrovnik. Would you mind coming over here? Because, again, I feel guilty about you, alright? Blackmailed you and everything. We know you're an evil blackguard and torturer, which you could make a useful spy master to us, if you're on our way, but... well, we know what he's done. Still. And having you around, that means, hey, we can, put this man back in Ragusa, but you cannot fight against Byzantium with that kind of force. Unless there's a massive civil war going on. So I just brought him here simply for the sake of it. Okay, so finally, I'm actually going to say this right here, right now. The reason why why he's not eligible to be elected, despite the fact he is of our dynasty. Look one more time. Yes, close family, but claimants. Has to be a claimant to the title. So it cannot happen. Will not happen under elective rules. Unless Nika gets elected, she becomes the Ban, of Bosnia and Zahumia, and then she will have to get rid of the elective process. Oh, and you become my knight then. Okay, fine by me. He never finished his romance scheme with me. Okay, oh, the former Adamite. You be the new marshal. I spent a lot of time considering who might have found out about my relationship with him. My heart beats fast as innocent comments become charged with meaning as I try my sword on my head. No one knows. Surely no one knows. Yipe. No doubt Bosnia is getting stronger with the amount of levies we have, but we're strong militarily, but we are weak economically. We don't have any claims. In fact, is there a Tezalović that has a claim? Aha, there's one. We need to get this man in here. In a case if that doesn't work, abduct him. Yeah. Fabricate a hook, invite him here, push the claim, fight this war. There we go. A duke. Populist uprising. He'll handle it. I'm sure of it. We don't have that kind of money, so we'll raise it. So we'll build our first duchy building, which I'll figure out. Actually, I do remember what I was going to build. Right. Which one? Because I'm thinking about switching over to wealth. You know, to get more money, just like Stana. Health-wise, I'm doing all right. Or just go all the way to Scholar in attempt. I guess I'll stick with it. To wonder how he got that Adamite. Made him convert to Christianity. That's the first time I've actually seen an Adamite, honestly, for me. So remember, the vote will be going to Nika. That may change. Watch. Just to play it safe for you two. Yet after another stressful day, I slumped down on a chair in my chamber. How long will I be able to keep this up? Suddenly you hear a quiet meow, and my cat Fenrir jumps in my lap and starts purring. I sit for a little while, listening to a calming sound, and petting his crown first. I think I could do this for a bit longer. Save the money I may spend on it to get this man over here. Then we'll get that duchy, and it will be belong to the Tezalović. And then we'll be reputable. So it would have been either Nika and her son to be the future of Bosnia, or somebody with a high martial skill to lead Bosnia to victory. But actually, that might be Jelena instead. mean, she's got good martial base and her intelligence. And, you know, and her children will take Phrygia. I may have to switch my vote soon. Who is her guardian? Oh, you gave her all of this. Good on you. But I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. So, when's your birthday? Next month. You think it might be too late? It's too late, so I'll have a look at Yelena in a moment. I may have to switch my vote for her instead of the whole Nikat and Bukats and all that. She's got good martial, but she doesn't have martial education. But regardless, I'm proud to see my daughter's no longer a child, but as an adult, with sufficient tutelage that even a child has displayed little natural inclination towards diplomatic influence, such as Yelena, can come to truly understand. With an excellent grasp of all matters of etiquette, an understanding of all kinds of entertainment, and eloquence to go with it, she will have little trouble navigating a life at court. Charismatic negotiator. Okay, that's it. I'm switching my vote for Yelena. Good diplomacy. Average martial, which that can be improved upon because I see her for not only have a way with words, but a way with the sword too. I can envision that. Because I have an eye for talent. We could see that. And the intelligence will help with that as well. So I'm switching my vote. Wait for it to register by the end of the month. Sister been in prison. There you go. So it'll be her instead. Use an analytic adventurer. Yeah, someone different this time. And Stepan got over his great pox, but he does not want to be married because, well, he's done some things that he's ashamed of. You're the black sheep of the family. And now here's my golden child. Yes, her. Christiani Bosnian. And you're Christiani too, but you may have the martial, but you're definitely not going to be a knight at this rate. Oh, he's got no guardian. Right. The former Adamite, Testamir. Yeah, you educate him. Anyways, let's finish this episode by fabricating this hook. Gosh, what a turbulent episode. Everyone gets naked sometime. The hard part is ensuring that the troop of jugglers enter Avoya's chambers just at the right time, and that there are enough servants around to speculate about the ensuing chaos. I suspect Avoya will do anything to prevent from stoking the flames of the following rumors. Send in the entertainers. Sorry about this. Welcome to Bosnia. We brought you here for a reason. And that is a future conflict to get you that throne. You ever held that title before, by the way? Yes, it was stolen from you. House Vukovic. Serbian, but Bosnian descent because of House Tezalović, I see. This is a cadet branch of it. At least you got a family. And I'm going to put you back there. And this will finally increase the renown a bit more, as we will get to reputable. And we found the future of Bosnia. It's not Vukats through Nika, as the Ragusa situation deteriorated, in which I'm sure we'll get back at them in the future. Somehow, some way. Instead, it's going to be Yelena. She's the new heir, as voted. And she may possibly be the first queen of Bosnia, of an independent Bosnia. She has a way for diplomacy, but I think she could do with martial as well. And good intrigue support too. But however, she's betrothed to somebody who is the heir of Phrygia, and will spread the dynasty to the county of Phrygia under the Bosnian culture and dynasty. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this crazy, intriguing episode. I mean, to me, this stuff is better than war sometimes. But, shame that we did not get Ragusa, but I'm sure we'll come back to it when we look at the future of them. Which doesn't look very bright in the long run. Because I would love to have Ragusa for itself, but the only way that can happen is when Byzantine, well, goes into a massive civil war, and as long as Dubrovnik is not part of that war, then that's when we'll come in and take it. But that's gonna have to wait far in the future. But anyways, we will continue the investments and the developments in Bosnia and Zakumia. And we'll see if Vukac becomes a knight instead, since he's going for that martial education. If not, then he could be a good commander. Once again, the most important women of Bosnia happen to be women. But that's the way it is. But we hope you enjoyed this episode, which, again, gotta get our heads straight. I'm gonna be around for another couple of years. And who knows what Yelena may turn out to be. I don't think she could be a good chancellor. We already have talented people for that. But she's just gonna have to stick around, wait for her to be betrothed, and she's likely gonna go to Phrygia before anywhere else. But until next time, for Bosnia, until then, so long for now.